So I recently returned from a trip to Kenya, where I've been supporting a charity out there called Gathimba Edwards. Gathimba Edwards is a charity that supports young people in Kenya who are going through challenging circumstances, usually generally about the places that they're living in and the situation that they're living in, and also around education, but also it could be some family challenges as well. So 2 people set the charity up. First one was Gideon Gathimba, who is a former international Kenyan athlete, and Miles Edwards, who is also a former international runner who's based from Scotland. And they got together following seeing some of the challenging circumstances that these children lived in. And what they wanted to do basically is to give these children a better chance in life. And they go about that in a number of different ways. The first is supporting children through education. So sponsoring children through their education to order give them a better chance in life from an education perspective, and then obviously then into adulthood. What they also do is then look at some of these situations and circumstances that these children are in from a living perspective and the living conditions that they experience. And so what they do is on an annual basis, they select a number of families, usually between 4 or 5 families, who are facing these challenging situations and circumstances. And what they do is they build new houses for the families to move into, again, to give them a better quality of life, so they can also then attend their schools and give them a better chance in the future. And so what our role was to basically be transported to the building site that had been purchased by the charity. And our roles were there to build 4 houses for 4 different families to move into, obviously to give these children a better chance and families better a chance in life. And so throughout the 2 weeks, I had lots of different roles. So there'll be times when I was hammering wood together, there'll be times when I'll be up on the roof, there'll be times when I'm fitting glass into the windows or the doors. So I had quite a wide variety of things that I was up to while I was out there for those 2 weeks. But it was really great to see the chimps, pulling together in this big troop, to get to complete and get the houses built. We had around about 8 or 9 days to build these 4 houses in the time frame that we got. We actually finished them a little bit earlier. We finished them after 7 days. So we finished them ahead of time, and then on the final day, what happens is when the houses are ready to move in, there's like an opening ceremony, a ceremony to pass the houses on to the families. So there's dignitaries from the local area that come along. There's obviously the families who come along, and also then there's lots of the people from the local area. Now I'm back and seeing the conditions that these family have lived in, it's really touched me, and I'm much more humble when I've come home. But also what I've been given an opportunity to do is to sponsor some of these children throughout their school life. So I'm now, through myself personally, but also through Chimp Management, we're sponsoring 2 children as they now go into education and go through their schooling